Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue with where we last left off in our Minecraft Kingdom build, and to do this week's outdated YouTube vlog thing. I've got a little bit of work to show off that I did, right? I put myself in this location just so I didn't spoil too much, right? Also really fast, just to make sure on something, I want to see how the music is. I think it's good, but I'm just gonna lower it just a touch, so it's a little bit lower. It's more background noise than foreground noise, right? That, and I feel like I was yelling there. Anyways, I'm pretty sure off stream I continued to work on this, right? And I actually have this now built the way that I want it to be built. Mind you, I do need to put things down to make it look a little bit more lived in. Like, maybe tables here, maybe some sort of, like, armor racks there. Put some people in certain locations as well as golems, right? Just to make it feel a little bit more alive. I'll also have to make doorways that will allow golems to pass through them, right? And I think a 3 high, 3 wide should be more than enough for a golem to pass through. 2 should be good enough. Yeah, a golem can pass through a lot of these locations. I also almost want to make like a little tunnel, but nah, we'll keep it like it is. This might be a little bit tight for a golem. Anyways, this is going to be set up to be like a little barrack area. And then we have this stairway that leads all the way up to this location. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of the roading. And I changed a couple of houses' rooftops and so on and so forth. A lot of lighting's been done. I've done a lot of work on the kingdom off stream, right? Now I'll start. I like to start from like where you would first normally be introduced into the kingdom, at least from most traversal. There's another pathway over here. I still need to work on the tunnel, but we'll worry about that later. Actually, you know what? Let me drop down and get into a bed. Regardless, since we're getting started with this week's outdated YouTube blog thing before we really get into it, or I get too distracted with building and not really am that talkative, which I should be talkative, YouTube. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links should be down in the description below. Through those links, catch me on my Twitch when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Whatever else catch your fancy through all my links. And with all that out of the way, let's get down to what I've been playing on stream. Fallout New Vegas. We've recently finished the Honest Hearts DLC. I had a good time with said DLC. However, the Old World Blues is still my favorite so far. Now we're going through the Reunion DLC, and the final one we'll go through is the Sierra Madre Grand Opening DLC. It's the quest. That's the name of the quests. That's not the name of the DLC. I'll explain all this stuff in a moment as well. But yeah, we've just been playing Fallout New Vegas on stream. I think I might have played another game, possibly, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, I decided to get a little bit interesting with some of the builds that I was going for, and I put down some vine work on the sides of the mountain here, or cliff, or what have you. I'm probably going to expand this a little bit, like put it up to this size all the way across, at least up to here. Like when I get about right to here, it'll come down to this normal location. Anyways, I had the vine work here because I kind of like this idea of it being just damp and vines starting to grow. I don't know if I'm going to put any on these houses, and I'm probably going to change these roofs as well. Might even do that today. Not sure what I'm going to change the coloration to. Like, what works well with red? Would a yellow work well? Not sure. Anyways, I'm going to have to put more vine down, but I also made sure to make it grow over the tunnel, right? Because I like that idea. That, and I used mossed brick, because... Oh, birds down here, that's right. I forgot I kind of went crazy with birds. So, there should be a bunch of parrots around here. Mind you, maybe not. Maybe they're from north, or not north, east. Anyways, this is made out of quartz, brick, stairs, and pillars, right? As well as an end stone brick wall, because I thought this looked well with, like, the coloration works well with each other, right? And for whatever reason, there's no quartz walls, right? Now, mind you, I haven't checked out anything from the most recent update, and I am going to be playing Minecraft off stream occasionally probably not in this world, but maybe I will. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. If I do play this off stream in this world, I'll keep the same save file, I think, but I'll name it something different. Like, we'll get a new name, but it's going to keep this name all the way up until I bring it forth to the public, basically, because there is a, like, you can get maps and send them out and all that. Anyways, I think today we'll do something like this. We'll just work underwater and work on doing this final layer of flattening, because I really don't need to be that focused while I'm talking. Anyways, I'm probably going to end up playing more Fortnite off stream, in all honesty, because I've just having fun with it right now, and until I don't have fun, I won't play it. Enlisted, I'll be grinding out the events that are going on with that game. Oh, I will be going live the 25th for a little bit. I don't know when exactly, but it will be probably after I get home from a family gathering. So, if you don't show up, I get it. It's fine. It just might as well go live for a little bit. Trying to think of anything else that I did, like, specifically off stream. Not really much, game-wise. I intended to play more New World, but the weather kind of been fluctuating, so I've been just resting. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to be doing for the 25th stream, right? Or the stream on the 25th, I have no idea. I know we'll probably just be chilling and just chatting for a little while to start, as we figure it out, unless I figure it out off stream. And then we'll dive on into that idea, whatever it may be. Like, as I'm saying that, I think I have something good. Yeah, we'll take this down too. Might as well. Oh yeah, I've just recently started to mess with redstone more, right? Like, because I'm in creative mode, I kind of said screw it and have started to do certain things. I'll have to show off what exactly I've done off stream, because this is something that I know I did off stream, this build. I have to go in there and show that off properly. But, we have the lever to keep it activated if we want, and we also have the button. Do that. Gotta be careful, I don't want to crash the damn game. I'm not sure how I would set up an automation. Like, I mean, I kind of get an idea of how I would do that right off the rip. The way that you'd want to actually set this up for like an automated collected system, at least in my mind as well, I would want to raise this a little bit more, if at all possible, to instead of having these hatches, we would just have it be hoppers, right? So more than likely when they got hit, they would get collected. The only issue is if any land on the middle here, I don't think they would get collected. They primarily fall right down, right? This was the first time I ever did something like this, like set up an initial system. The second time I set up a system, I'm much prouder of that system. Again, I'll show that off later. Trying to think again specifically. Not really much to go on of what I've done off stream. Like a lot of busy work over the last couple of days. Anyway, so there's gonna be a bridge, not a bridge, a dock that comes out this direction as well. Like Dock City is still not done yet. The dock is gonna be the easiest part about this though, because I need to have a dock that comes out about over to here, we'll say, and then it has to cut over a little bit as well. Mind you, this is more of a personalized dock, but it's going to be like a cartography area, so of course it's going to be pretty popular, like a shipyard almost, right? This area will be a bit blocked off, like there will be no bridge in this location, but the bridge will also come out to here and wrap around this area, right? And it will wrap around in a similar length, and I'll have to make adjustments based off of that alone, but it's going to be a similar length to the copper road, either 2 or 3 wide. Also, you might notice the discoloration at certain spots. I'll explain why I did what I did with the copper there in a moment. I think it's pretty funny, personally. Anyways, I decided, like I said, with the moss to make it fit better, because if I just used regular stone, then it would be like, alright, the vine kind of comes from nowhere. It felt like to me as I was looking at it. So I replaced all this with mossed up stone brick to make it look a bit more thematic, and I did that all the way up to this point here. Maybe I could do one more. Maybe I could do like over here and over here have a mossed up brick, but have the rest be fine to make it look like it feeds into it a little bit. But the vine needs to go all the way down at the very least to cover up a lot of this, and I let that be there to grow over time naturally while I'm working down here. I'm gonna cut this off, I think, like get rid of this location right here and make sure the water's filled in properly. Oh, anyways, the inside of this area, the cartographer's area, right? This is the work area. And this is the bed area. How the hell? I guess they have a pet parrot. But yes, this is the bed area for the cartographers. Fun fact, they can't really get to their beds because of these lights here. I just realized that. Whoops. Oh shit. Damn it. Alright, so then we would want to put you there. And you can go there. Alright, that works better. There we go. Alright. So yeah, I've decided to use more glass in certain areas too. And tried to make, like, I don't know why this design popped to me, but it did. And it fits to the coloration and stuff like that. So I kept that there. We gotta light this area up too. We'll light this area up a little bit with the dock. The only downside is I'm gonna have to... I'm thinking if I build another building, it will be in mangrove wood. And I need to plant some mangrove trees a little bit over here. Like, I need to plant some mangrove trees in this area. And maybe a couple over here, too. And maybe over here, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I might want to get rid of more of the trees over here. Might not sure. I also lit up the entirety of the wall. So nothing can spawn on the wall now. Right? And we'll, like, do a bird's eye view over top of it just to see kind of how it's coming along. Because I did different rooftops for each one of these buildings over here for a combination of reasons. The first one was I kind of wanted to challenge myself with having different lighting for the rooftop stuff. Right? Because I'm going to have to go in here. And I'm going to have to figure out how to make that look similar to this. Now this wood, I'm actually going to change. I think, the rooftop. I'm going to keep the rooftop, but these hatches are going to be carpets now. Because it actually works better. Alright, you get the cyan carpet, and it actually pops a little bit more, so it makes it look like... It almost makes it look like it itself is the light. And I kind of have to use carpet, because in my mind, if I look at that, it looks like water would get into it. And as somebody who... you know, has to make sure that any electrical shit isn't exposed to the elements because of rooftops and stuff like that. It just doesn't, I cannot let that stand. That looks better. It actually looks like it's glowing, right? Not so much here, but same generalized concept with a lot of these rooftop setups that I have, right? The idea that the light like that right there is where I got the idea from, because I was trying to figure out what I could use for the light to pass through, but to make it look thematically fitting. Anyways, I lit up a lot of the map. I'm not sure how much of it I lit up off stream. Basically all of it. I decided to use non-waxed copper. I also made a basketball court. Why? I don't know. But yeah, I made a basketball court.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance?
And it actually does work, but it is a bit of a pain in the ass to... It might be easier to score now that I've set certain things up. But, you see... Oh, well, I have the jump whoops there. Also, this dude is the dude who, we blocked off earlier, but I ripped this up finally because I was like, I need this gone in order to do the routing of the roads or paths properly. I'm thinking about replacing a lot of these stairs with copper stairs. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do that, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know why I decided to make the farmer's house like this, but when I was starting to put it down, I initially thought longhouse. And I didn't want it to be on the same level for whatever reason, because I wanted there to be a bridge that connected to the leather workers, right? Because, of course, the leather workers and the farmers are going to work together, right? So, to me, it kind of made sense that instead of building out this way with the stone, they just cut it away a little bit more because of the farmland, right? Mind you, there's snow here, so that doesn't really fit with that theme. But, it is what it is. Anyways, I decided to put like a farmland over here just for the sake of it. Wait. Okay, those are carrots. Good. Why is that? Wait. What? Those should not be potatoes. Wait a minute. I know why they're potatoes. I know why that happened. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. We need to make some adjustments right here, right now, because they're fucking up the farmland, and they're actually using the farmland. Yeah. They're actually using the farmland. That's hilarious. Kind of a bit of a shame to have to do this, but alright. Now, I don't think they're ever going to go after the pumpkins. And it's funny because the way that the pumpkins work, that's fine. Like, it will still grow there. But yeah, I like this little setup for the farm. There's a massive farm over here by the bees. And the goal now that I have creative mode, I think is to literally connect this and this together. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments so the bees can't really fly down a level. Or maybe I leave it as is, but I don't know if this is a good idea, but I want to do this because it just seems cool in my head, you know? And I might make like a glass floor over here just to have like a location for maintenance workers to go through, basically. This is me just throwing off generalized ideas and stuff like that as I'm like figuring out what I'm going to be doing. I need to put lighting down so we don't get situations like this right here with enemy spawns. But yeah, I think that roof's going to stay the same. This roof I like being like it fits. It just feels like it fits. That fits. At least it feels like that to me. Like everything that I've built so far and the way that I built them kind of fits. The only issues I'm having so far is thinking about if I want to change this rooftop, which there's a part of me that sincerely does. But at the same time, those are nether woods. So a part of me is almost like, just make them immune to water. Anyways, I've made this little area here, right? I tried to make it look like it was like it thematically fit in. There's going to be a wooden button and an iron door blocking it off to be like it's a locked door at that point. But yeah, it's a locked door to nowhere, right? Wrong. It's a locked door to the farm, right? Which is a very similar setup to previously, but we got some over here. And you want to know how I set this up to get it to work properly? So, water, you have to make them be... Also, you hear that? Redstone. I can't open this chest, but that's fine. I have a thing set up to where it's automatically clicking and dispensing anything that goes inside the system. I'll show you what the system looks like in a minute. After you put the soul sand down, you have to put kelp all the way up and then break the last thing of kelp because it will destroy all the blocks and remake them all water sources. Each one of the blocks is now a water source, and because they're all water sources, the bubbles are pushing everything up. So that's why I can't go down. Like literally, I'm holding control right now in without being creative, and it will not let me go down. Right? So the system drops you down, flows you all the way over to here, and it flows you into this area where it drops into this hopper. After it drops into the hopper, it goes through a small system, and then it does that dispensary shit. So that's how you have the glowberry farm, right? And it is the idea behind it, like I said, like it's a locked system, so you would have to have the right key to do that. Also, there's probably a way that I could make it look better. If I'm being honest. Now that was cool. Close them both. Anyways. I don't know what possessed me to make the basketball court, but I did. I tried to make it as out of the way as possible, but I mean, I could do something like that, I guess. Actually, wait. Alright, there we go. Also, make sure we do this because we're going to be doing lighting and stuff like that as I go around talking. I'm going to keep this... I don't know if I need to keep that, actually, because of the opening. I really like this. That's one of my favorite little things that I did. The chimney system. I love that. Like, it actually looks like a chimney. I should make something similar like that over to here. At the pot shop. The potion shop. Anyways, really quickly, I don't know what possessed me to do regular copper, in all honesty, for the roads. But I was like, man, it would be such a cool thing to be like, alright. The roads are, like, showing wear and tear over time, basically, is what my idea was, until they turn green and stay that way. But it would also give, like, a thing to bear witness to, right? Now, mind you, I want to try and have this be as much copper as there can be, so I probably will go through at some point and replace every single oxidized block before doing a final save with, like, the minimalist amount of oxidization, so that when people finally go through to play this, it will be a brand new road, and over time, it will get older. At least that's what the generalized idea I have for it is. There's a lot of touch-up stuff that I need to do still, more lighting, and as you can see, I decided for whatever reason to make a path that goes all the way down. At least that's what the initial idea is going to be. And it's going to have like a block distance. Also, we're gonna have to take care of some of this stuff, so
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened?
all right.
And saving with Geico feels just like that.
That gets rid of some. Oh, another cool thing. an interaction that I didn't know was a thing. Are you ready for this? We can cut down bamboo with firearms. Ain't that some shit? Like, that's crazy. Anyways. So a lot of the road systems, as you can see, are 3 wide, but some of them are 2 wide. Well, see, here's my issue right now. So the externals and the internals of the wall are lit. We need a little bit more. Like, there's a lot of little things. Anyways, I need to redo the roofs there. We could use we could make different. We could make them be different roofs, like we did over here. Again, I couldn't tell you why I did it exactly, but my brain was just like, do this. So we have both types of sandstone. We have the polished dorite, we got the purpur, the end stone, and waxed copper. That is waxed copper, so it will always be this coloration. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta be careful with the farmers, because they'll non-stop produce then. Well, actually they can't because we don't have the right amount of beds. We would need more beds for that. Never mind, ignore me. Because I remember reading about that with the farmers. If you had stuff set up the right way, you could basically have them continuously spawn people in, because what they do when they harvest is they put it in their inventory, and they have to have full health as well as full hunger, or they'll eat whatever they have, food items, and go from there. And farmers, I think, I don't know if every villager can farm, but I kind of need to experiment with that now. Anyway, other things that I worked on a little bit, I did work on a dungeon route a bit, right? Like, this stairway leads us down into the obsidian, and the obsidian will lead over to here, which is the core, the area, right? Basically, every area that is obsidian related will lead back to that location. That leads to a little fun spot we'll get into later. Anyways, the core will all go all the way down to this location, which I basically need to do something like this, I think, in order to have a doorway past the portal. Which means you can go here, you can go here, you can be this. I'm trying to make it seem like it kind of is natural, but also is just as unnatural. Weird system. Means I don't have to have buttons on the inside, though. I like the idea of having buttons on the outside. Like, you have to open the door. Alright. This is still set up properly. I haven't done anything with this location, and I'm probably not going to, because that's outside of the kingdom, technically. It's also, hilariously enough, a threat/danger. That's kind of funny. Because it's one of the only areas I just realized that's got access to areas outside of the kingdom, and it's not walled off, it's not really guarded. I mean, technically this area would be the guard's room, though. Like, this area would be the guard post. So that's incorrect now that I said that out loud. I thought about it for longer than 2 seconds. That and this area would be locked, as would this area. This area, I've been thinking what I was going to do to a certain location. And I figured it out, right? Because I truly did not want to fill in that massive amount of land, right? So I tried to figure out what to do with it. Like, I started to build. What I figured is to make catacombs. So that area that I showed, that big tunnel, is gonna lead, mind you, I got some work to do still, because I just recently did that, because I was debating whether or not I would fill this entire area in or not. And then I started to fill it in, right? This was me filling in this entire area, by the way. And I think I am still gonna fill that in. But I've left a lot of room open, and I'm probably gonna have to cut a little tunnel over here somewhere, maybe, in order to have that set up, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, I have more work to do, but this will lead to, like, this whole tunnel. And this is all basically supposed to be catacomb level shit, right? Like, that tunnel will branch off to other, like, other stuff that is catacomb related, right? At least that's what the general idea I have for it so far is. And this leads directly to the area that you just saw that I said we'll talk about later.
after 30th participating McDonald's must opt into rewards.
This holiday season, screw the usual traditions with Screwball, the original peanut butter whiskey. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Peanut butter whiskey, absurd, right? Damn straight, absurdly delicious that
There we go.
is. So screw the chestnuts and crack open a bottle of
So
Screwball
this
peanut
will
butter
lead over to
whiskey
here.
instead.
This is leading to the dungeon, by the way. This is gonna be where it branches off, and
ScrewballWhiskey.com to learn more. That's Screwball with a K.
how large it's gonna be, I'm not 100% sure.
New York, New York.
But yeah, we've got quite a bit of work left to do, and that is a-okay. The reason I'm saying that, though, is that I have, not that I have to be done with it, but I would like to be done with this build on the 30th of December, which is the last Monday of this year. And again, it doesn't have to, but I would like to be done with this build on that day. And as you can kind of see from what I'm showing, we realistically are very close. Like, the build itself is practically done. There's obviously a couple more things that I got to do. I need to light up a lot more of this area, and it might look a little ridiculous with how close the lighting's going to be. Like, this is how the lighting's basically going to be down there as well. At least when it comes to the like where the roads are. There might be a couple of paths like over here that aren't lit up, but we'll see if I decide to keep it that way or not. Literally, the pathing, like the roads, is all I have to do. Lighting up the area and a little bit more designing. Like, I might want to put a couple of chests in some houses or make it look a little bit more lived in. Also, I don't know if I showed off, but this is what the interior looks like of this area now. What's really funny is I'm pretty sure I needed to put a... Come on. Just need to hit a couple pops. That's it. Come on. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, when I get to work on this, it gets finished pretty fast. So this is now lit up. Don't really need to be... That'll work. That'll be better for lighting up this area. But yeah, this system, I don't need to use it anymore, even though it works quite well. I like it. So far, everything that's set up the way that it is, I really like it. Oh, I had to put this here in case anything ever grew like this. They'd be able to jump out and away, and they did. We had 3 escape attempts, but I rectified the issue. On an unrelated note, we're gonna need new names. And I do mean that when I say unrelated, because unfortunately, before I was able to replace a lot of things, we lost pretty much every named character we had previously. Like, that's one of the downsides. As you're building, shit still spawned in. So, like, I'll be building, and if I have an area that's not lit up, a creeper will spawn, blow up, and then open the area up for them to do whatever with. But yeah, this is... Did I show off the changes that I made in this area? I might not have, now that I'm thinking about it. But this is now what the interior looks like of the smithy. I don't know what possessed me to alter it and put in all the stuff like this. But my brain was like, hey, you know what would make sense? If you had gray sheets to be like Smith dirt type stuff, and have that set up to be like they would smith. Basically, they wake up and they smith. Obviously, it's not that because they do come out and like walk around a bit. This area I do want to bust up a little bit more still. I need to kind of light this area up. But again, the lighting, as you saw, like if there's lanterns on the fence posts, that's one thing. But this is all going to get replaced with my little lantern or posts, my lamp posts. I don't think this is going to be, that's going to be over here more. That, and it can be farther away, realistically, as well. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here would be the ideal position to put it, realistically. So it should light everything up without spawn issues. Excuse me. Outside of that, what streams are planned for the near future? Well, I plan to stream on the 25th. I do try and stream for at least an hour on most major holidays, in quotation marks. I don't know, like, refer to them whatever you want to. I just like to stream on these days just because. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, doesn't really matter. Give me a moment. Ugh. All right. So, yeah, we got to do an 8 away thing. So I've thought of a couple other things about how I'm going to make the Coliseum work and stuff like that. Still not 100% sure, but I might be able to make it work easier with the redstone. We're not really going to work on the Coliseum at this point in time. All right, let's get a couple of systems set into place. We're gonna continue Fallout 4, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, we're gonna finish Fallout 4. I mean, not Fallout 4. Fallout New Vegas. My apologies. We're gonna go through the DLC first and foremost. Like I said, we're on this reunion DLC now. And that is, it's a pretty interesting one. I don't know what to think about it yet, but I'm having fun with it so far. Alright, so that's the lighting system, basically. We'll do this one a little bit closer because I do not like that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So unfortunate, but these ones have to be closer as well. I can make that work easily enough. The positive is once you start getting to this point, you can kind of go a little bit faster without being worried about counting. That's another one of those situations where you kind of have to have it closer together. Yeah, it's a little bit like, eh. Then again, I could actually equalize it and make it be identical to the lighting over here. So in that case, we would put something like this down, and then we would put something like this down. And that will actually work, because even if it is an 8, yeah, it's not 8, it will still work. It's 2 extra away, so we should be fine. This one's going to be even different, I think. Sometimes it sucks doing something like this or having to do something like this, because if you don't, it's not going to... That's going to be an area where, well, stuff can't spawn on stairs. Nor can they spawn on blocks that go down a bit. But, yeah. I'm okay with that. Yeah, it gets a little wonky, but I think we can make it work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has to be that close.
Purpose doesn't just come to you. You have to search for it.
Again, it always sucks when you kind of have to be that close. I mean, you don't have to be that close, because since it's over there, we can go the opposite direction now.
Or aircraft hangar.
Alright.
Or in a secure,
and then that would be like...
location. It could be just beyond wherever you are right now. With over 500 Army civilian careers to choose from, find your next level at armyciviliancareers.com.
One more time. And then in the middle. And that will be where the lighting goes there. So it looks a little bit better. Like, it doesn't look too close together. And it will cover the lighting issues that we need to be covered.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finishing your laundry and successfully matching all your daughter's baby socks together on the first try.
Let's see. Panda socks, fire truck socks, socks with those cute little strawberries on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry?
And a penguin wearing a cowboy hat socks. Done.
Enjoy the moment, Dad.
Mm.
You've earned it. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit close together. But I can do that and kind of like make it... It might look a little bit weird, but at the same time I kind of like it branching off a little bit like that to try and get some distance, because it's central. It's central. And it's the same distance away that it needs to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What the hell? Well, I gotta fix this. That's not how that's supposed to look. And then how far are we away? 7. That's good enough. Alright, I'm going to have to step away here for a moment. When I return, we're going to continue to BS as well as like float around a little bit, and if anything catches my eye, I'll do that while I continue to talk about some future street plans for some streams. Because I'm going to add another game to the list outside of Fallout. Be back momentarily. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure something else too. Yeah, I'm going to play a couple minutes of ads since nothing else is going to be going on. Gets rid of pre-roll as well. All right, So, what else do we got? Like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday coming up outside of the 25th. We're not going to be playing Fallout on that day for sure. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we will be. That may very well lead into Armored Core 6 or a new game that I haven't played before. But it's going to be a bit difficult for me to pick out a game that I haven't played before that won't distract me from the main game, if that makes any sense. Right? Because Armored Core 6 is a game that I've played before, so it's not really 100% on my, you know, to-do list. One of the other reasons why I normally do this kind of stuff off stream is because of the counting that I have to do, because I do have to focus, even if it is a little bit. We really don't even need to do that lighting then there. That should be fine. And it does kind of have to do that a little bit to... Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it does have to do that. I was right.
You might find purpose in a forest or on a mountain.
It'll work.
An aircraft hangar, or at a secure, undisclosed location.
The main thing is literally just to set up the lighting and then see how it looks at night.
Army civilian careers to choose from. Find your next level
Right.
at armyciviliancareers.com.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car
But it is nice to like take a look every once in a while and see where spawns are happening, because you can kind of see relatively easily. Like over here, this shit needs to get lit up.
Happy Friday.
So temporarily,
So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator.
we are going to light this up just so we don't have to worry about
Switching and saving with
spawns.
Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stings that just will never come out. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. Wash it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Over here, there's probably some spawn issues. This we have to be a bit more focused on. Because see, here's the thing. This is the only spot, like, there's no... These 4 spots right here are darker, but they're not as dark as they need to be to allow for spawns to happen. As long as they're at least within the 8 from each other, we're good. Now, mind you, stuff like this is a bit different from the 8 we need. But it'll also guarantee we don't have to worry about certain lighting issues. Yeah, we need more lighting over here for sure, too. Double check to make sure that's 8. It is. Let's go. Pretty sure that's 8. And obviously that's okay to have a gap like that in this area because we haven't gotten a single spawn up here. And I know we were getting spawns up here previously. I have yet to see any more spawns inside the castle proper at this point. Most spawns that I see are in locations like this right here. This I'm gonna eyeball a little bit. I think that's actually perfect. Now, the question is, do we want to have a path that goes down? I don't think so. I kind of like the pathing, like the path the way that it looks over here. All right. Well, that's actually pretty funny how close that is to being perfect. Mind you, it's a little bit off, but I'm okay with it being a little bit off. Kind of getting a little bit more focus mode right now because I'm starting to focus more on the building than anything else. And like I said, we're getting towards the... Like, there are some Monday outdated YouTube blog things where they're just... There's not much to go over. There really isn't. I know I'm going to have to get back into the habit of writing stuff down because there's probably a couple of things that I could be like, oh yeah, that's right, talk about this, this, and this week. But it's the end of the year and I'm feeling extra lazy, basically. I can say after Fallout New Vegas, definitely finishing up Metal Gear Solid 4. I debated whether or not that was going to be a secondary game, but I just enjoy those games way too much, and I'm not going to want to skip any of the cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 4. I know people like making jokes about it being a movie and all that, but I enjoy it too much. The story, all that, especially after having played through the other games. It's not directly, but close enough. That'll be fine. It is kind of funny how, at least from my perspective, these look pretty good. These lantern posts. I absolutely love how well they light up the area. Alright. I have to wait till nighttime to see how well it lights up the area, but that's half the
You
fun.
might find purpose in a forest or on a mountain, in an aircraft hangar, or at a secure, undisclosed location, or just beyond where you are right now. With over 500 Army
Speaking
civilian
of
next level at armyciviliancareers.com.
How do you feel when you
military
switch to Geico
type
and
stuff,
save
I
on
think
your
we got
car?
another
Like finishing your laundry,
leak,
successfully matching all your daughter's
classified
baby
documents
socks
leak
together
from
on the first
War
try.
Thunder,
Let's see. Panda socks.
and it's like,
Socks with those cute little
why?
stars on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry?
And a penguin wearing a cowboy hat socks. Done.
Enjoy the moment, Dad. You've earned it. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Alex, you want canned cranberry sauce or should we make it ourselves?
That's my mom. She didn't know about Instacart's family carts, so...
Want to make pecan pie this year, yes or no? Oh, and how many boxes of stuffing?
So I told her we could just share a family cart and add all our holiday favorites to the same order without losing our voices or our sanity. It's so much fun.
Alex, can you get my holiday village out of the attic?
Baby steps, Alex. Baby steps. Shop Instacart this holiday season and enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
Alex?
So the relevancy of that commercial to itself wasn't as high as you would think. Like, okay, so Instacart to order shit, but all the stuff she's asking you to help out with is around the house already. Like, there's a lot wrong with that ad that I can't get into right now. Just I'm not bothered. I'm not gonna be asked to do that right now. Anyways. We are still going to be establishing more lighting. I'm going to have to... Well, actually, the lighting over here, that's okay at this point. Right? Because this is going to also light... This basically acts like the lampposts right there for this area. Might need to put lighting over in these areas, but that'll come naturally when I light the fencing up. A central lamppost. I don't think there's actually like a lot of central area. Wait, there might be. I think that's exact center. Exact center or damn close. You know what I should also do? I should also put down several areas with lightning rods. I should put lightning rods down in certain places too. Alright, so alright, beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it indeed. Let's light up the sheeps. It doesn't matter if it's off-centered compared to the ones to the left. Wow, nice. Divisible by 8 completely evenly. Screw it. That's better. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, in that case, we could probably get rid of those then. It seems a little bit weird, but it'll work better. In the long run, it will, yeah. That's fine. Okay, good. Same. Yep, same position. Okay. So, given that information, we should be able to light all this up, and the yarn farm will be done. At least when it comes to the generalized term. The rooftops need lit up.
I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop Deal Double G.
Snoop, if people are looking for great deals this season, where should they go?
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. Plus 4 lines for $25.
That's quite a deal, Snoop. Not to mention, at T-Mobile, you can save on every plan versus the other big guys when you switch.
Respect. Now drop that J.
Yeah, you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence requires iOS 18.1 alert.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our
I'm thinking that this is what we want to do for the rooftop here.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free in general has no dyes or perfumes, so it's good.
Especially considering the fact that
It's got to be clean.
I think it looks better that way.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate.
That was the only one that I didn't have set up properly, it looks like.
Just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Steven. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Orange would be better over here. Yeah. It might not seem like it makes sense, but it does. Yeah, I like that. We could put more beds down and stuff like that. There's a lot of lighting up that I haven't done yet over in this area. We got a very large portion of this location is lit up, right? And we don't need the lanterns up there, by the way. That's a little bit of an issue, I think. It might not be. The snow might not actually cover it, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, we don't need to do that there. We can put this here. No. No, no, no. Alright, now that's lit up. Nothing can spawn on the stairs. This area is not lit up, but it is prepared to be lit up. So might as well get this set up. So yeah, this is kind of a look about what little stuff that I have left to do. You know, I gotta light that up, I gotta light this area up a little bit, and we're good there. After that, it's more touch-up stuff in a couple locations, and some more setup. I need to light up the Coliseum after I finish it up. I gotta go for Dock City and all that, and light that area up. Honestly, what I need to do in the future is I need to be more trusting / reliant on just flying around and showing off the builds and bullshitting before I start to work on the stuff. Mind you, again, currently I don't have that much to talk about. I'll probably have more to talk about when it comes to the final Monday stream of this year, which should be the final stream of Minecraft on Monday for an OYTBT game, right? The next OYTBT game is going to be... I'm not sure yet. I know what I said it was going to be, but might take a small hiatus and play something else for a little bit. We'll see. I like this. This is a little bit... feels a little bit weird, but it also fits because of what it is.
System overload. Stabilizing. 30%. Stabilizing.
Yeah, what you see, this is pretty much... There's a little bit more I need to do. I gotta get rid of those lanterns and place down actual lighting posts. And I need to do the same over here when it comes to the lighting for all the way down here. But it's probably not going to be posts, it's probably just going to be lanterns drop down, realistically speaking. Anyways, I'm going to end up doing all that off stream, primarily. I'm debating on what we're going to do here, like, because I can continue to work on a couple things, which I kind of want to, but I don't want to work on too much stuff up there. Like, I want to Because as you can see, I was like starting to outline pathing for the copper here, which I don't know if it's going to be copper here. It might be a different resource. In fact, we could probably do a little bit of an outline here now that I'm thinking about it. Easiest thing for now. Step 1 right here. Boom. That is the start of step 1, right? This is like an outline. We're probably going to have to do 2, maybe 3 wide. How does 2 wide look? I mean 3 wide, not 2. I mean, I know how it looks, but the dock's a bit different from the copper road, so... And we'll even do 2 wide just for shits and giggles right now to see how it looks. Yeah, realistically, I like this plan that I have now, so 3. 3 is what we're going to go for. That needs to go, like I said, right about out to here. And right about to here. Now, mind you, I might have to make some adjustments. That didn't fuck up shit, did it? Oh, I know how to fix all that. I know how to fix all that sound.
What's better than giving a gift everyone wants? Getting free gas and groceries by earning perks on gift cards purchased at Giant Eagle Market District and GetGo. Choose from hundreds of gift cards to make everyone merry at Giant Eagle Market District and GetGo.
Whatever. I'll just have to ignore it. It's one of those things that just personally bothers me more than I think it would bother other people because it's a water flow thing.
It'll be here Friday.
Buy your car the convenient way with Carvana.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then, something walks in.
Oh, it's over here. Found it.
Happy Friday!
Then you get the phone call and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy stranger in the elevator? Happy Friday indeed. Saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
BlueNile.com. The jewelers at BlueNile.com have sparkled down to a science. Beautiful lab-grown diamonds varying in the most brilliant colors. Their lab-grown diamonds are independently graded and guaranteed identical.
What even?
Ready to ship to your door. Get $50 off your purchase of $500 or more with code Spotify at BlueNile.com.
What even is?
Code Spotify for $50
How?
off.
Okay, I see how. Weird. Okay, better. Anyways. We'll do 3 for the dock. Which actually works out better because of that right there. Almost like I planned that ahead of time. Which I might have of. But it's been so long I don't remember. I'm gonna have to step away again. When I come back, we're going to focus on getting more of the dock done. Not sure exactly. I know what this area is going to open up more. And that's going to lead into a couple of different dock rows. This is just the initial look of the dock so far. What? I'll have to fill that in, I think, maybe. Anyways. I will be back momentarily.
Feel the thunder, shake the open ground. Won't give in, I'm fighting for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes.
Man. Oh. So. Uh, Alright. That's actually better because that's 3 instead of what it was previously. This needs to change, though. Hilariously enough, that will work better. Yeah, that'll work better. And then we could take this and branch off 3 here. The stairs here need to be 4, unfortunately. And they need to go all the way out to here. Yeah. Then we have to have a thing that goes like this. One that goes like this. I'm gonna rip this out. That'll make me have a little bit more room. To do what I want to do here. Alright. We'll knock this down a little bit more so it's a bit equalized. Because I obviously it can't be too much for boats because the boats that we use in here are very small. So, what we can do is we can mark all the way out to the location where we're going to stop doing that from, and that's not it yet. That, and then something like that.
Listening to your favorite artists, and we love listening to you. So let's talk. Click now to take part in our short survey, and you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music.
This is just generalized skeleton right now.
That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists ad-free.
Oh, I'm losing a frequency of hearing. Yeah, perfect. Something like that.
For your chance to win.
I'll have to match that, like, just a little bit farther over. Just a little bit. But overall, that's with some openings. That'll be the basics for Dock City. I might even have this go all the way down. At an angle like this, just because I like that. Alright, so obviously we're not done with this yet, but this is a generalized idea, a general blueprint print. I'm probably going to cut this back a little bit and angle it a bit different. More like this. Yeah, more like this, over. Yeah, something like that, I think. And I'll fix it as I need to. I'll end up doing that off stream though. I'm gonna be wrapping up here for the evening. I'm tired. It's been that kind of a week, unfortunately. I'll kind of make up for it by going live for a couple of hours on the 25th. Regardless, don't know what it's gonna be a chill stream on the 25th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be Fallout New Vegas is DLC, whichever one we're on now. We just did Honest Hearts and finished up Old World Blues before that. So we've got 2 left to do. Then we finish the main game at some point. But anyways, that is probably going to be a part 1, part 2 deal with us playing another game. Not sure what that other game is going to be yet. I'm leaning towards Armored Core, but we'll see. When next you see me play this game, we'll have made a bit more progress. For the time being, though, that YouTube, Twitch highlight watchers, or, less Twitch highlight watchers, more Twitch watchers. It's been a while since I said that. Anyways, that is going to be it for me, for you, YouTube and Twitch. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links should be down in the description below through all my links. If you're watching on YouTube, exclamation point links like so. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord, where you can always get the most accurate notifications whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as where you can communicate with other citizens of the kingdom. Appreciate you all making it this far. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate the lurking, chatting over on Twitch. And until next time, take care and have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.